I'm very sorry about your wife.
Do you actually think that I may have killed my wife?
I wouldn't be sitting here if we didn't.
What do you want to do? Good cop, bad cop? Maybe I should have let you play good cop.
The story you told us stinks.
Let's just not jump to any conclusions here.
I'm starved.
Me too.
That's him, the one on the end. I saw him right up close. That's the guy.
Morning, what's going on?
Deceased name is Karen Parker, 29, Caucasian. Blow the head put her out, then she had her nose and mouth held shut till she died.
Any guesses to when?
Only between 2 and 5 this morning. Autopsy will narrow it down to the hour.
Dennis Stone?
Yeah.
Sergeant Hunter? Sergeant McCall, Metro Homicide. I'd like to ask you a couple of questions. If you'd like to have an attorney present, you can do that.
Attorney?
Well, did the officer you spoke with read you your rights?
Yeah, am I under arrest here?
Well, we don't know that. What was your relationship to the deceased, Karen Parker?
She's an interior designer. She's decorating my house in Bel Air.
Well, what are you doing here at her apartment?
We had a meeting.
Didn't she have an office?
Now, wait a minute. Am I a suspect here?
Well, you see, we're just having a difficult time understanding your actions, Mr. Stone. You say you came to the door, and she didn't answer it, correct? Mm-hmm. But then your next move was to have the manager come and open the door?
That's right.
That kind of strikes us as a strange sequence of events.
I'm a film director. I'm used to, and I have to have things run on schedule. The woman was very punctual. When she didn't answer the door, I knew something was wrong. That's it.
Sergeant, the deceased's husband is here.
Mr. Parker? I'm very sorry about your wife.
Excuse me, I've got a production meeting in about 40 minutes. Do you need me for anything else?
No, if we do, we'll be able to find you, all right?
Oh, yeah. I'm terribly sorry. I'm Dennis Stone. Karen was doing my house.
Oh, yes. She mentioned you.
I'm real sorry.
Thank you.
Mr. Parker, we're going to need a statement from you. Do you feel up to it now?
Yes, I think so.
Sergeant Hunter, Lieutenant Finn on the phone for you.
Excuse me. Hey, give me this.
Hey, no way, buddy. This is news.
Give me the camera. Hey, I'll give you the news. I'm a homicide detective. One thing I don't need is my picture in the newspaper. Now, you want to come in here and take a picture of the corpse, stalactite, trees, plants, rugs? Be my guest, but not of me. You got it?
But I've got other pictures in there.
If they come out, I'll mail them to you.
Hunter, Do I need to remind you that we've had 4 directives in the last month to keep a smooth relationship with the press?
Oh, excuse me, Miss Internal Affairs. You know, you're beginning to sound like Bernie Terwilliger every single day. As a matter of fact, when I get back to the precinct, I'm going to have my people move your desk up next to his.
Well, didn't we get up on the wrong side of the bed this morning?
Yes, we did.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi. Mr. Parker? Yes, I had him show you out here because they're cleaning my room.
Ah.
Would you like some breakfast? Coffee?
Maybe a little coffee and a roll, huh?
Waiter, can we have some coffee, please? So,
You were read your rights yesterday. Do you understand that they are still in effect?
yes, if you say so.
We found out a few things after we last spoke with you. You say that you were in Santa Barbara the night that your wife was killed, that you were in bed asleep.
I was, yes.
Well, the housekeeper says that your rooms are on opposite sides of the house. There's no way she could have known if you'd gotten up and driven away or not.
Well, that's true, but I didn't.
Well, is there anyone there to verify that? I mean, did you make any phone calls? Did you receive any?
No. You actually think that I may have killed my wife?
We wouldn't be sitting here if we didn't.
There were 2 liqueur glasses on the coffee table. Both of them had fresh residue in them. One had cognac in it and your wife's fingerprints on the glass. The other one contained a Portuguese liqueur called Paraca. We found a bottle of that liqueur at the back of the bar with your fingerprints on it.
You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like somebody's trying to set me up. Paraca is my favorite drink. I took a drink from that bottle 3 days ago when I went to visit Karen.
Well, whatever was in that glass had only been there a couple of hours.
Is that all you have?
Well, there was no forced entry, and your prints were all over the inside, so it doesn't look too good for you, Alec.
Sergeant Hunter, I told you I was there 3 days ago. Karen and I may have been getting a divorce, but during the 2 years of our separation, we were still very good friends.
Well, both your attorneys told us that you were involved in a bitter property dispute.
Whatever bitterness there was existed between our attorneys, not between Karen and me. In fact, I went there that day because I wanted to try and straighten something out that I felt they were handling very badly. You know, maybe I should have had my lawyer here. It never crossed my mind that I was a suspect.
Well, Alex, you're the only suspect. Here comes Fellini. Probably wants to come by and tell us why he had the door open.
I called him. He wasn't in, so I left a message.
Thanks for the warning.
I didn't know you needed one. What do you want to do, good cop, bad cop?
Yeah, let me be the good cop.
You? Come on.
Hi.
Hi.
I got a call. You wanted to see me.
Yeah, thank you for coming in.
Sit down, Mr. Stone.
Lighten up, will you, Hunter? Mr. Stone is not a suspect. He's here doing us a favor.
I've had a very trying day, okay?
Hey, it's no problem. It's understandable. I expect the action gets pretty intense in your line of work.
Yeah, I thrive on action, Dennis.
Okay. So, what do you want to see me about?
We'd like to know a little bit more about your relationship with Karen Parker.
So, no. Saw her work, liked it, hired her.
Is that it?
That's it. You got a problem with that?
Yeah, I got a problem with it, Dennis. And here's my problem. The story you told us stinks. You said that Karen Parker's manager opened up her door for you because she was a couple of minutes late for a meeting.
Yeah, that's right. We've gone over this already.
And we're gonna go over it again.
As I told you, you could set your clock by that lady, and I don't have a lot of time to hang around.
Well, it's just that that was sort of a strange thing to do, you know. I mean, opening the door like that and all. Most people would do that if they haven't seen somebody for days, not minutes.
I thought I wasn't a suspect here. Okay. Can I level with you? Karen Parker was up at the house almost every day for the past 2.5 months. Now, first it was strictly professional, nothing more than that. I don't know, time goes by, we started to get attracted to each other. So when she called and asked me to come over, I got the distinct impression she had something more than business on her mind.
Sex.
That's putting it bluntly.
What's the matter? Couldn't you wait?
I gotta tell you something, Sergeant. I don't like your attitude.
It doesn't bother me.
I was on location 50 miles outside of town the night that Karen was killed, which I'm sure you've checked out by now. I then drove straight home, which my wife and my daughter can verify if you want to check that out. So unless you got some specific reason for asking me, I'd appreciate if you knock it the hell off. I came here to try and help.
I know that. And I appreciate it. I do. So does he, really.
Really? You got a funny way of showing it. Can I go now?
Yeah.
You know where to find me?
Maybe I should have let you play good cop.
When in doubt, hammer the witness, right?
You hammered the witness right out of the building.
It was your idea, wasn't it? Good cop, bad cop? Besides, we got what we wanted. He lied, which makes the story a little bit more sensible now.
Yeah, and it gives us Alex Parker. We've got material evidence, no alibi, and a serviceable motive. Let's see if we can find somebody who can put him in L.A. on the night his wife was murdered.
Hunter, homicide. Yeah, just a second. It's Alex Parker.
Yeah?
He wants to talk to you. But wait a minute, why does he want to talk to you? Why does he want to talk to me? I'm on this case.
I don't know. Maybe you're not his type. Give me the phone. Yeah, this is Sergeant McCall. Hello, Mr. Parker. 1 o'clock today? Okay, I'll be there. He wants me to have lunch with him at 1 o'clock at his hotel.
With or without his attorney?
I don't know, he didn't say. Probably without.
Why do you say that?
Tone of voice. This wasn't a man setting up a meeting between a cop and an attorney. It was a man asking a woman to lunch.
Well, he probably thinks you'll cut him more slack than I will. Little does he know you're the alligator of the two.
You got that right.
Oh, listen, do me a favor. When you get to the hotel, don't go to his room. Call, have him meet you in the lobby.
I'm a cop too, remember?
Is it my move?
That depends on the move. Why didn't you want my partner here?
Oh, hunters are burned out. There's nothing left there but a hard nose.
What am I, a piece of cake?
No, not at all. I just thought that I'd have a better chance of opening your mind.
It's not closed.
Well, then why do I feel like we're getting into a debate?
I'm a cop and you're a suspect. It goes with the turf.
That's kind of a shame. You know, Hunter knocked me for a loop yesterday when he said that I was your only suspect. Is that still the case?
Yes, it is.
Well, then we all have a big problem. Because I didn't kill my wife.
You could have told me that over the phone.
But could I have made you believe it?
What I believe is irrelevant. It's a matter of evidence.
It terrifies me that you and Hunter have already decided I killed my wife. That means you're not even looking for whoever did.
It's just that right now all of the evidence points to you.
May I explain something to you? Karen and I were deeply in love for 10 years. Even after our separation, we remained the best of friends. So no matter what evidence you may have against me, the fact remains I didn't kill my wife. And if you and Hunter won't do anything about that, then I will.
Such as what?
I'll hire the best investigative firm in this city and have them do the job you and Hunter won't do.
Did Karen have any boyfriends?
We never talked about it.
What about before you separated?
No, she loved her work. And she got very successful. Neither one of us paid much attention to our marriage. It died of neglect, not because of another man.
We just got a statement from Dennis Stone. He says that he was on his way to Karen's apartment for sex, not business.
You're serious?
That's what he said.
No, I saw Mr. Stone. Karen wouldn't have gotten within 10 feet of him if they were locked together in a freezer.
You sound pretty sure. What makes you say that?
She told me about him. She didn't like him. He's lying.
Well, it sounds like old Alex really put it to you, huh?
Put what to me?
You've been conned.
Oh, come on, will you? Look, the guy is right. He was right. We were zeroing in on him and nobody else.
Need I tell you that in a homicide, unless it involves dope or crime, 70% of the time it's the spouse that's the killer.
I know that, but I have a really strong feeling here. Look, you ever hear of women's intuition?
Yes, from my grandmother. She had a fruit stand in New Jersey. She also believed in ghosts.
So do I. And my woman's intuition is telling me that maybe Alex Parker did not kill his wife.
Wasting your time. We've almost got enough on Parker for the DA as it is. I'm gonna go out and try to get the rest. If you want to go out and try somebody else, be my guest.
I will.
Buckle up.
Bismarck! Heel! Don't worry about him. It's really such a meatball. I'm Jody Stone.
Hi, Dee Dee McCall. Thanks for agreeing to see me today. Oh.
Oh, see that? He likes you already.
Hello.
No! Shame on you. Now go lie down. Go on. Sorry about that. Purebreds can be so unpredictable.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't we go around back? Front hall's still being redecorated. Such a mess.
I'm not ready to get out of the pool.
Come on, you got to get ready, Stacy.
I'll get ready when I'm ready.
Excuse me a second. Mother's work, you know? Stacy, get out of the pool.
Mom.
Right now. Don't you do this to me. I'm sorry. That's twice I've said I'm sorry. Come on inside. Would you like a drink, a soda?
No, thank you. I'm fine. Oh. You have a lot of pictures here. Unusual shot.
That's from Dennis's movie Night Shock. That's where Dennis and I met. Stacy had a pretty good part in that.
Oh, then Dennis isn't Stacy's father.
No, we've only been married a couple of years. But he takes care of her like his own daughter.
So he directs and you manage Stacy's career, huh?
No. Stacy hasn't worked since Brian and I got married. I mean, he doesn't believe that kids should work, especially in show business. But I have been keeping her skills good and sharp. I mean, she's not going to be a kid forever.
Mrs. Stone, I have something that's a little difficult to say. It's bound to come out, so I might as well tell you. Your husband came to us and made a statement that he went to see Karen Parker to have sex with her. Sorry.
Drink?
No, thanks.
I tell myself it doesn't bother me.
This isn't the first time?
No. My husband is a film director. Do you know how often he gets propositioned by beautiful women?
Talking about Karen?
No. She had too much class for that. I was very realistic when I married Dennis. I promised myself I wouldn't get upset about the occasional other women because that kind of thing sort of goes with the job, you know?
She won't wear her shoes.
You don't have to wear shoes. It's too warm out. Tell her I don't have to wear shoes, Mom.
It's okay, Maria.
Dame paciencia, Dios mío.
Haven't seen you around here before.
Stacy, this is Dee Dee.
Hi, Stacy.
You the new decorator?
No, dear. Dee Dee's a friend.
Must be a new friend.
You better hurry up, dear. You don't want to be late for Mrs. Talbot.
I hate Mrs. Talbot. She smells like bathroom spray.
Stacy!
All right, Mom.
You have any kids, Dee Dee?
No.
Don't be in a hurry.
Desk sergeant took that message down for one Sergeant Dee Dee McCall from one Alex Parker. He says he has something extremely important to tell you.
Well, what can I say, Henry? He doesn't want to talk to you. He thinks you're a burnt-out case.
He's very perceptive. How'd you do with Miss Stone?
She corroborated his alibi.
Well, did you expect anything else?
No, not really. What about you?
Well, I did some real police work today. I took Alex Parker's picture and passed it around the neighborhood.
Anything?
No, not yet, but somewhere in that neighborhood is a little old lady who saw everything. I'm gonna find her.
What do you mean, a little old lady? Why does it have to be a little old lady?
It's always a little old lady.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. This is Sergeant McCall.
Yes, I have something very important I have to tell you.
Okay, hold on a second. Go.
Well, I really don't want to say it over the phone, but it is important.
Where are you? This isn't the hotel number.
A client of mine left for Europe this morning, and he called me up on the phone and he said, "You built this place, live in it." It's in Malibu.
Malibu, huh? Well, that's kind of far away from here. You sure you can't tell me over the phone?
Positive. Besides, I've just been down to the rocks, and I've harvested a whole bucket full of what the Spanish call percebes. Was hoping that you could share them with me.
I don't even know what they are.
They're an absolutely indescribable delicacy. You just have to taste to believe.
What's the address?
It's 33428 Pacific Coast Highway. You won't be sorry.
Now what, dinner in Malibu?
Yeah. It's something you can't tell me over the phone.
Well, you want to back up?
No, you don't have to worry about that. Really, I don't think the guy's dangerous at all. Not at all.
Evidence says he is.
You just keep looking for your little old lady. Barnacles?
Not barnacles, percebes.
They
Percebes.
they look like barnacles to me.
Well, to the untrained eye, perhaps, but in Spain, you'd pay about 70 or 80 bucks for a bunch like this, if you could find them. And Spanish vino de casa.
House wine.
Yep, good and cheap.
Sounds good.
Here's to barnacles and cheap wine.
I'll drink to that. Not to digress, but didn't you say you had something important to tell me?
Yeah, these will be ready in a minute. I got a call from Karen's mother today. Karen wrote her a letter about a month ago. She's going to bring it by tomorrow. Remember I told you that Karen told me that she didn't like Dennis Stone?
Yeah.
Well, now we have more than just my word on that. According to Karen's letter, the only person in that whole house she could stand was a little girl. She found her lonely and afraid and in desperate need of a friend. And as for Dennis Stone, she was, quote, counting the minutes until the job was finished. She found him absolutely revolting and his wife weird. So now we know for a fact that he lied.
Well, actually, all we really know is what Karen told her mother.
Why would she write that to her own mother if it wasn't true?
Why couldn't you tell me that over the phone?
Because of the perthebes, of course.
The perthebes.
Which are now ready.
Why didn't you show me this?
You weren't supposed to see it yet. It's not ready.
Not ready. This is beautiful. Too beautiful.
What can I say? I have a beautiful subject.
I better go.
You don't mean that.
Yeah, I do. I have had a great time, Alex.
I'll be getting Karen's letter.
Well, you can send it to me.
Or better yet, you can come here and pick it up.
Alex.
Dee Dee, if you want the letter, it'll be here. So will I. Hey, catch of the day. Fresh mussels.
Oh, hello.
Look at that.
They look great.
So what do you think?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious your wife thought Dennis Stone was a jerk.
Which means he's also a liar.
It is the first point in your favor, though, Alex.
Aside from the fact that I'm not guilty.
I believe you.
That leaves Sergeant Hunter.
Yeah, well, he's out looking for a little old lady.
What?
Nothing. Never mind, he's not going to find her.
Come on. Tide's coming in. Besides, I'm starved.
Me too.
Hello. It's for you.
Hello?
Hunter?
Get up and get your clothes on. We got another murder on our hands.
Who?
Dennis Stone.
You know, for once, I happen to agree with the ME. Whacked on the back of the head. You see these cute little bruises around his nose and mouth? A hand was clamped over them until his EEG went flat.
That's exactly how Karen Parker was killed.
Yeah, then he was propped up behind the wheel of his car and driven over the side of Mulholland.
When did this happen?
ME figures 3, maybe 4 this afternoon.
No witnesses?
Oh, a couple of teenagers found it about 8:30. Ruined their whole evening.
Yeah, mine too.
Hollywood's gonna miss you, baby. Him, not you.
What time did you get to Alex's?
About 5:30. Which means you're right. He would have had the time to have done it, but why would he? Dennis Stone must have had a lot of enemies, you know?
Look, whoever killed Dennis Stone also killed Karen Parker. Same M.O. If we thought we had 2 suspects before, we've got 1 now.
Well, let's just not jump to any conclusions here.
McCall, it's a fact on a growing list of facts.
The man that I just spent the evening with was not a man who had just committed a murder.
Well, let's not jump to conclusions.
Damn it, Hunter! Look, I'm gonna go and try and find out where Dennis Stone's wife was this afternoon.
His wife? Why?
Because you said it yourself. 70% of the time, unless there's dope or crime involved, the spouse is guilty, and this spouse is weird.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. You're not going over there now, are you?
No, not going over there now. I'm gonna go home. I'll talk to her later. Talk to you later, too.
No good, huh?
Hunter, I pushed so hard for a minute there, I thought it was you. Both the housekeeper and the daughter said that Jody Stone was at home the day her husband was killed. She didn't even tell the little girl yet. She doesn't seem to think she'll be able to handle it. You know, there's something very bizarre about that entire household.
Sergeant Hunter?
Yeah.
My name's Dean Ford.
Hi, how you doing? Sergeant McCall.
Hi.
Hi.
What can I do for you?
Well, I was just waiting to get a haircut, and I happened to pick up this newspaper. Well, the article says this guy claims he was in Santa Barbara Friday night.
So what?
Well, pretty sure I saw him in L.A. that night.
Where?
I drive a limousine for City Lights, and I dropped a bunch of kids off at a party near Westwood, and had a couple hours to kill, so I cruised up to Roy's Smokehouse for a burger. It's kind of a hangout of mine.
You're sure it was this guy? You're positive? You're absolutely sure it was this man?
Well, I was coming out of the bathroom, which is back behind the phones there, and this guy was just hanging up. I turned around, and we practically bumped into each other. He said, "Excuse me," and I got a real up-close look at him. This is him.
I think I just found my little old lady.
That's him, the one in the end.
You're absolutely sure?
No doubt about it. I saw him right up close. That's the guy.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Ford.
That's it?
That is for now, Mr. Ford. You're a material witness to a murder. If we could have your address and your phone number on that piece of paper, if you decide to leave town, please call us.
Send him back. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Well?
It's not enough, guys. It's not a prosecutable case. Not yet.
I think we're handing you a damn good case.
Come on, Captain. No district attorney in the state's gonna take a guy that looks like that in front of a jury on the strength of what you've got.
Wait a minute. We've got material evidence, no alibi, a man who puts Parker in Los Angeles the night of the murder. Which means Parker lied. What more do you want?
I think they call it the smoking gun.
Oh, yeah, the smoking gun. Yeah.
Yeah, hello?
Dee Dee, it's Alex.
Who is it?
It's Alex.
I don't want to talk to you.
Dee Dee, for God's sakes, I gotta talk to you. Come on, open the door. Please. Well, I can't talk to you like this.
It's too bad you're not coming in.
My lawyer told me that someone placed me in Los Angeles on the night that Karen was murdered.
That's right?
Well, whoever that person is lying.
Sure.
Damn it, Dee Dee, someone is setting me up.
You know, you said that to me the first time we met. It wasn't enough just to get me on your side, though, was it? You had to get me into your bed. What was that for, so you could have me completely under your control?
No. I thought I was falling in love with you.
You finished?
No, not quite. I want you to look at me and tell me that you honestly believe I killed my wife and then killed Dennis Stone.
I believe it.
Here you go, my friend. Just the way you like it, with a little twist of lime. What can I do for you?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. You know a guy named Dean Ford?
Oh, sure, I know Dean. He drives a limo. Comes in here all the time.
Was he in here last Friday night?
Now that I couldn't tell you.
Why not?
Me and my old lady flew to Vegas. Took the weekend off.
But you normally work here every Friday night, right?
Oh, yeah. And I wish I had worked last Friday night. I lost $600. Just like that.
Okay, thanks. Stay out of Vegas.
I'll do that.
Hello?
Yeah, Mr. Ford, Sergeant Hunter, how you doing?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Well, in going over my notes here, I realized I forgot to write down the name of the restaurant in which you saw Alex Parker last Friday.
Roy's Smokehouse.
Roy's Smokehouse. That's it. That's in Westwood, right?
Yeah.
Was there anything unusual that occurred? Anything you noticed that you thought might have been out of the normal?
No, not really.
What was the name of the bartender?
You mean Jim?
Jim, yeah. He was there Friday night, right?
Yeah.
Well, good, Dean. That helps me out. Thanks very much. You've been a big help.
Who is it?
Who do you think it is? Open up. Boy, you don't look very good.
Thank you.
You're not answering your phone. How come?
It's because I don't want to answer the phone.
Well, get your clothes on. Let's go.
What?
What, do we have another murder?
No, not another murder. The guy lied.
Who lied?
The limousine driver. He wasn't at the restaurant like he said he was, which means Alex Parker wasn't there either, so let's go.
What?
Yeah. That's it.
Evening. You folks call for a limousine?
Yeah.
Hey, man, you can't do this.
Oh, yes, we can. Get over there. Freedom is rights.
You have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right to remain silent, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to have an attorney present.
And if you'd like to have an attorney before we speak to you, I highly suggest it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get you up in police brutality.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then I might as well kick his brains in.
I think he gets the idea. You lied to us, man. Your bartender friend was out of town Friday night.
Which means you're either the murderer or someone paid you a lot of money to lie. Which is it?
I don't have to tell you anything.
No, I know you don't. You don't have to. You can call your attorney after we book you for murder. Come on.
You said it was important? Yes, it is.
You're under arrest, Miss Stone. Charges murder.
Mom, what did they say?
Be quiet! You all right?
Yeah, go find the girl.
Stacy? Stacy? Stacy, it's gonna be all right, honey. Shh. It's gonna be okay. It's a good dog. It's a good boy. Stay.
Bismarck, no!
Thanks.
Limo driver turned out to be Jody Stone's boyfriend. She paid him $5 grand to tell us that story.
She denied that. In fact, she's denying everything.
Wouldn't you?
Humor me, Hunter. Why did she kill Karen Parker in the first place?
I don't know.
You what?
I don't know.
You booked the suspect on suspicion of murder. You don't even have a motive?
That about sums it up.
What the hell do you have?
Look, my guess is Jody told her husband she killed Karen Parker. Dennis decided to cover for her.
Then she kills her accomplice. That makes a lot of sense.
Look, when Dennis realized he was an accessory to murder, he got scared. Jody decided to be safer if he was dead.
That's all speculation, Hunter. You got less on Jody Stone than you had on Alex Parker.
Jody Stone paid her boyfriend $5,000 to pin this murder on an innocent man. Now, only the murderer would be dead.
That was Alice down in Juvenile. She wants us down there fast.
And my mother made me swear never to tell anyone. She said if I told, we'd all be sent to prison.
And can you tell us now?
I can't.
Stacy, have you told anyone else? Did you tell Karen Parker?
Yes. She was nice to me. I told her. And my mom found out. She hit me a lot. She said never to tell anybody again.
Well, honey, can you tell us now? Will you tell us what you told Karen? It's okay.
It's okay, honey. Go ahead.
When I was working on that movie with Dennis, he took me to his trailer and he started taking off my clothes and he took off his.
What about after? After he married your mom?
He did it a lot. And my mom said it was okay. And to let him do whatever he wanted. Because if I did it, he'd leave and we'd be poor again.
Hi.
Hi.
May I come in?
Sure.
Leaving, huh?
Going home. Santa Barbara.
Alice, I don't quite know how to say this, so I'm just going to say it.
Dee Dee,
Me first, okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I was so wrong, and I am very sorry.
You just did what you thought you had to do. And it hurt me more than I want to say, but I do understand. It's something I want you to have.
Alice.
Just a little something to remember me by.
Remember you by, huh? You know, Alex, I was thinking, I was hoping maybe we might be able to, I don't know, try to give it another shot.
Dee Dee, what happened is like a big wall between us. You didn't build that wall, circumstances did, but it's there. And I'm just afraid it'll always be there.
Yeah, I know, I thought about that driving over here, too. And I understand. I don't know, you may be right. But will you do me a little favor? I'd like you to have lunch with this friend of mine. Her name's Dee Dee McCall. She's a pretty nice gal. I know that she would be more than willing to make the drive to Santa Barbara tomorrow. Nothing too fancy, just lunch, just to meet for the first time.
I think I'd like that.
Me too.